Alright, what is going on, guys? Another issue here with one of my cars. I feel like the car problems just never start. The more cars you have, the more problems you have, I swear. But, have a little bit of an issue going on with the car. Now, maybe you guys can kind of help me with it. But I think I know what it might be. But what's going on is, I'll set you down in here, and then we'll look at it. Sorry, I probably look like crap. I haven't showered or anything. I kind of woke up a little while ago. But what's going on is, I'll like start my car up, like I'm sure I'll start right now. I'll start it up, starts fine. You drive around for a little while, maybe like 10 minutes or so. You turn it off. You go to turn it back on. Who's calling me? You go to turn it back on. It won't start. It wants to start. It's like, so it's like it almost has like it's almost like the battery's bad. Like it has the battery's really low. But I have I bought it from AutoZone when I got it back on the road. I replaced the battery, and years ago I replaced the alternator. So I have a lifetime warranty on the alternator, and the battery's like 3 years or whatever it is. And I bought it in October, so the battery wasn't that old. I went to AutoZone to have them test it. They couldn't really. It's kind of hard to test. That's a problem. I'll show you too. The way these batteries are located is absolutely terrible. I hate GM for it. GM's notorious for putting batteries like this too. I swear they do it on a bunch of cars. I don't know why GM does it, but whatever. But they really couldn't get their tester on the terminals, so they really couldn't determine exactly what it was that was causing whatever issue I was having. So they're like, you know what? It's probably your battery. Let's replace your battery. So they gave me a brand new one for free. Put that in, driving around, everything's fine. And it would start back up after turning it off. It was fine for about a week. And then about a week later, it's doing the same thing now, where you turn it on, it's fine. After it's been sitting for a while, you drive around, turn it off, go to turn it back on. It doesn't want to start. So I think it's my alternator. I'm pretty sure at this point it's my alternator not charging properly. It's maybe giving me enough volts to like keep the car going and whatever else, but I don't think it's doing the proper 14 volts to charge the battery properly. I think that's what it is. I don't know. I can't figure out for the life of me what it is. If it was a power drain, it would make it so my car would not work at all, would not turn on at all. It's got to be something with the alternator, I think, because it's still drivable, it still starts after sitting for a little while. What I'm thinking is after sitting for a little while, the battery kind of charges itself back up a little bit. Almost like if you turn, if your phone's at 50%, you turn it off for a while, you turn it back on, sometimes you actually gain a little bit of percentage on your battery. It does happen. So I'm thinking it's something like that, but I'll show you what I'm talking about here with the battery terminals. As you can see here, GM in their ultimate wisdom thought it'd be a great idea to put front mounted terminals in the corner here of the fender and like the the bracket here, whatever you want to call this, like the pillar, not the pillar, whatever the hell it is. As you can see, they thought that was a great idea to put that there. So instead of putting on the top like any other normal manufacturer, they decided to put it in the corner here and put them on the front terminal, which, like I said, GM is notorious for. They love to put front terminal batteries on things, and I don't know why, because front terminal batteries, in my opinion, suck. But, so they can't really test it. And like I said, that's a brand new battery that's only been put on about a month ago, not even. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the alternator out. It's not that hard. There's literally a bolt here and a bolt there. Going to have them test it. Now, I have a lifetime warranty on this alternator. Doesn't make any noise. Everything still works. It's not like my radio's dim, my lights are dim, everything still works the same, but like I said, after sitting for a while, it just will not start back up. So I don't know. I just cannot seem to figure out what it is. I'm thinking it's my alternator just not charging properly, but I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss here what it might be. Like I said, if it was a power drain, it would completely drain my battery to a point where the car won't even start, whether it's sitting or whatever. So I don't think it's a power drain. I don't know. It's something weird. I'm hoping it's this, because then if it is that, it's free, because I have a lifetime warranty. So, but it's real easy to take it off. You want to take out your alternator. There's the belt tensioner right there. You get a breaker bar or even just a ratchet, and then you put a cheater pipe on it, loosen it up, take the belt off, and then take those two bolts off. Like I said, there's one here, one there. Just comes right off. It's really easy to get to. So that's what I'm going to do today. Hopefully that will fix the issue. But yeah, it's another little issue I'm having here with this car. I feel like it's there's always something with cars, especially older cars. My Crown Vic treats me pretty well, but you know, the Jeep, I have some issues. But once again, I off-road it. You know, things from 1993. I don't really off-road this, or you know, obviously I don't off-road this, but I don't beat on this. And I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it's from 1992, so there might be a few issues here and there, but for the most part, she's pretty reliable. But yep, that's what we're doing today. So let's see how that goes. All right, so we replaced the alternator, and then I also had gotten my battery replaced. Now the alternator ended up being a friggin' nightmare, because even the simplest jobs always end up being a nightmare. That's how it goes. But this is what had happened. If I can get this open. Here we go. Where's the prop rod? Sorry, you guys are all over the place right now. Alright, there we go. You can see I got the new alternator on. Here it is right here. Now, getting it off, when you put the tensioner on here, not the tensioner, you put the, you know, socket on here. I forget what size it was. It was like a, I'm not even going to tell you because I forget what size it was. I did it like a week ago. But, yeah, tried to break that free. That went fine. Everything was good. Getting these two nuts off, that went fine. They came right off. This ended up being the issue. This part right here, this like rubber. Can I get it off? Okay, well I can't get it off for whatever reason. There we go. Okay. You can see, well I guess you can't see, but this nut here like clamps onto this like eye hook, whatever they call it, to the, you know, power wire here. This nut got stuck on the other one. I ended up breaking like the connector on the old eye hook, so we ended up having to strip the wire off here and put a new eye hook on. But I'd say for a good 20 minutes I was trying to battle to get that thing off, and it never came off. Like I said, I ended up breaking it trying to get it, so that ended up being a friggin' nightmare. But we put a new eye hook on. We had to like get like wire strippers, strip the wire, and then just put a new eye hook on there, clamp it down, so that works fine now. So we ended up changing that, new battery, and my car is having the same issue, where it starts up when it's cold. As soon as you drive it around, turn it off, go to turn it back on, it won't start. Still having that issue. We have no clue what it is. Well, we came to a conclusion that it's probably my starter. There's not really too many other things that could really be wrong at this point. But the car won't even start at all now. It has power, like it wants to start, but it's very weak. So I'm thinking the starter's bad. It doesn't click. It doesn't, like, I don't know, usually starters will click or kind of act up, but maybe the starter's just burnt out. I'm not really sure. But we're pretty sure that's what it is now. So if you guys happen to know what it might be, definitely comment down below, because we don't really know what it is. I don't have my keys on me. I want to check something, but we talked to somebody and he said probably it's a starter, because apparently, especially on GM cars, which I never knew, I just found out, on a lot of GM cars, their starters, let me close this up. Once again, sorry for the poor view there, guys. But apparently GM cars, their starters are known to get like heat soak. And like what happens is they get like heated up and then they can't start the car. So I think I was dealing with the heat soak problem originally, but now my starter I think is just completely shot because it won't start at all. So I think it's just completely gone. But we're gonna find out. But I figured I would just post this video, you know, to let you guys know that the two things that I did end up replacing did not fix the issue. So definitely wasn't the battery, and it wasn't the alternator that was causing my start when cold, won't start when hot issue that I'm having. The only thing that really could be left is a starter. I know the fuel pump is newer in this car, but it's not a fuel pump. It wouldn't matter if it's cold, hot, whatever. The fuel pump would either work or not work, so it can't be that. I don't know, I think it's a starter, guys. Let me know what you think. Now I was actually gonna end up making this video like a, you know, a repair video, not a repair video, but like a, you know, my Oldsmobile has a problem and I fixed it video. But I still haven't fixed it, so I figured I'd make a video maybe asking you guys if you know what it might be, possibly. And then when I do fix it, I'll make another follow-up video saying I fixed my Oldsmobile. So that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, just let me know if you have one of these cars or even had a similar experience in another car, because I'm sure it's not just, you know, singled out to just, you know, these type cars. I'm sure this can happen to anything, especially GMs apparently, if it is the starter. So if you have a GM vehicle and you've had this issue before and you replaced the starter and did fix it, definitely let me know down below, because I don't want to buy a starter and then that's not the issue. I mean, I think it is, but I'd rather just not throw a bunch of parts at it. So, and once again, I have no check engine light, so don't tell me to check my check engine light, because I don't have a check engine light. I have one, it goes on and off, but that's because I have the, like the solenoid disconnected for the torque converter lockup, because I think I need a new computer in this car. So that's one issue too. So first of all, it's OBD1, so you can't really store codes, I don't think. And two, I don't have a check engine light, except for the fact that it comes on from time to time. It literally flashes on and off because of the solenoid disconnected for the torque converter lockup. So no check engine lights. All right, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and